Hey everyone, David March here, and here to give you another video about mangoes. No, I'm just kidding. It's not going to be about mangoes. It's going to be about lead generation. It's going to be about getting more appointments, getting more leads, getting more revenue, and using go-to-market engineering tools such as Clay, as well as email marketing. So that's right. We're not using limestone. We're not using Play-Doh. We're not using any of these other tools. We're using Clay. So let me show you what clay is. For those who do not understand or do not know what it is right now, I have inputted this data into this clay table, what they call them. And so we have company names over here on the left side, then we have the domain names, and we have this company signal enrichment, which we're going to go into. Signals is the latest thing here. And actually, I'm using Signals, which is an out-of-the-box piece. It doesn't actually come with the $350 a month Play subscription, which I'm using. We need that for the HTTP APIs. And so we'll just jump right into it here. What's interesting about this company signal enrichment is it gives you tons of different signals. This one in particular is a signal. The signal type is a compliance signal, and it's talking about FINRA's 2026 annual regulatory oversight report, which highlights cybersecurity and AI risks. And the product service offering that we're talking about today is cybersecurity. So for this signal, what we're talking about is the 2026 Annual Regulatory Oversight Report published in December 2025, which emphasizes new and updated content on cyber-enabled fraud and trends in generative artificial intelligence. This report signals increased regulatory scrutiny and emerging risk in cybersecurity, particularly concerning AI for financial institutions. Farmers Insurance, as an insurance entity, will need to align its compliance programs with these evolving regulatory expectations. So it gives it a relevance score. The relevance score it gave it here was 95. And then it builds out for your sales reps and suggested talk tracks. So it'll reference how you can talk about the product that you have. In this case, where you have a product that is talking about understanding the true geographical origin of the customers in order to, be more secure with their KYC and AML checks. So more of a financially based kind of industry, with FINRA and everything being the case. So as we have here, we have a outreach intel opener. So we have a AI personalized opener for the email using Clay. And then we have like the use cases for this. We have different job titles. We have the trigger event. And then we have different angles that we can write the email on. Now, if you're wondering why I'm giving it all this information, it's because I'm going to give it all this information so that AI can write the best email based on all the information provided. It's also going to have a subject. Subject based on three different things: the trigger, the value, and the curiosity. So there's three different subjects. Now, moving on down to the Clay table, what I do is I build out a email construction methodology. And with that email construction methodology, I break down the email to four pieces, four paragraphs. You have the outreach hook, which is the signal-based outreach hook, talking about the pain point, and pain bridge. And then we have an offer to solve the pain. And then we have a call to action. And then the AI puts together those pieces and creates the email. Here's the outreach hook. So here's your outreach hook in the beginning. Now we have a couple ideas that can solve the pain, can give you an offer, and have the call to action. So you create the email all right there. So now that's the constructed email with all different pieces right here. And then on the same line, we have other variations of the same message to play around with it. And we have the work email, the first name, last name, the full name, the LinkedIn, the job title, all these different people. So previous to this, I had done a whole ICP refining exercise. So first of all, created the ICP, which is ideal client profile. In this case, it's going to be more financial companies. And then within those companies, you have to then find the specific job titles. So for the job titles, we looked at all these different types, right? Director, VP, C-level, managing director of credit risk, banking supervision, cybersecurity, different types of people that would be feeling the pain of this problem that we have. So right now, again, the problem is more the compliance with FINRA and that sort of thing. So with all this on the same line, we get the email address, we have the phone number, we have the first name, last name, LinkedIn profile, job title. We know exactly who the person is that we're sending this email to. If they click on the link, we'll know who it is, so it's not anonymous, and then it can all be sent over to Instantly. And to Instantly, we send them an email. So that's where all this this email construction methodology goes to. So that's pretty much what's called outbound marketing. That we're messaging or emailing people that have no idea who we are, the first time we heard about them, but we're giving them a reason why we're reaching out based on the relevance of the signal. And then once we talk about the relevance of the signal, we then talk about the pain that they might be experiencing. And if they are experiencing this pain, we talk about our offer, the capabilities, and how we can help. Now they can respond, yes, sure. Oh, let's talk about it. Now we have an appointment. Now we have a lead. We actually have a lead now. Then we go back and forth, and then eventually they set up an appointment. That is the video I wanted to share today. This is a clay table we built, I built for a cybersecurity company. And we have tons of different companies here. We have about 1,500 different companies that we're referencing. And we're personalizing outreach. Each one of them, each individual company gets their own individual personalized message. So everything is like unique to their situation. Sometimes there's some overlap, especially if there's like some kind of compliance thing that all financial companies would be facing. And so that is kind of the idea here. I wanted to share my clay table, what I've been working on, building up these messages with the email construction methodology, and then using some other messages as well to like test them out. And yeah, that's clay for you guys. Hope this was helpful for you to understand more about how clay works. And if it was, you can always message me and we can talk more about it. And or I can implement something like this for you and your own company so that you can get the benefit of the leads and the appointments that this clay table offers. Have a great day, guys.